Who are you? And what do you believe in? Really? And why? Where has that belief come from? You see, we are all simply a byproduct of our parents and our culture and the environment that we grow in. From day one, we are continually watching and listening and observing the world around us and adapting ourselves to that. Sometimes this is a good thing. We can learn healthy values from our parents, but sometimes it can be a negative thing. Trauma can give us a flawed view or a negative bias towards a situation or an individual. Oftentimes, our parents' bad habits can rub off on us. And it's not until later on in life we look at ourselves and go, oh my goodness, I am my mother. I am my father. Most of us have probably felt that or experienced that at some point. And we have to question, well, who am I really? Why is it I believe or think this way? Our speech, our mannerisms, our thought patterns are all learned from something. And as a culture and as individuals, we are always learning and growing and changing and shifting our perspectives. Different life experiences gained here will shift our worldview here. We all have this desperate need to belong. And so we will often adapt our views to be whatever the majority is, so we can feel included.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
When you were a child, what was your favorite color or your favorite animal? Do you still hold that view today, or has it changed? Have you even asked yourself why you feel that way? I think I've always felt like green and blue are my favorite colors. At some stage when I went through my emo phase, I really liked black and red. But today, if I was to ask myself, I think I would say blue is probably my favorite color. When I was a kid, what was my favorite animal? Do I still hold that to be a truth? Where did that initial thought and view come from? Was it my own? Did I learn it? Was it influenced by others? Statistics show that most children automatically believe they can draw. They have no reason to think they cannot draw. And so as a small child, you will draw squiggly lines and you show it to your parents, and your parents are so excited. You are an artist. You are incredible. What a great drawing of an elephant, was it? And your parents frame it and hang it on the fridge, and the grandparents come over and, oh, look at this beautiful drawing. Statistics also show that when children reach the age of 15 to 16, their view shifts and they no longer feel like they can draw. Why? Oftentimes it's an internal imposed limitation upon ourselves. We look at somebody else's drawing and say, well, it is better than ours, therefore I cannot draw. But sometimes it's because of what others speak over us. You see, what if your parents are continually saying you are a brilliant artist, and then one day someone offers a critique or criticism?
You suck!
How does that influence or shift your view upon the belief that you can draw? And this is simply a external circumstance that now dictates my belief. I don't have to agree with it, but to some degree I am influenced by it. Because our brains, our views are malleable. They can be formed and shifted and influenced by others that we look to and hold in high regard. And so if they're continually, trying to affirm this belief, my sister always loved rocking horses, so my mother would continually get her rocking horse things for Christmas. At some stage, you have to say, why do I like rocking horses? Do I still like rocking horses? Yes, this was something I thought at a stage in my life. That doesn't mean I have to keep that view. I can give myself permission to change. Now, this is where things can get difficult, almost confrontational, where we have to look inside of ourselves and ask the real hard questions. Now, rocking horses and drawing and favorite animals are very silly examples. When we look deep inside of ourselves and we question these fundamental, foundational values and beliefs, to some degree we are questioning who we are as an individual and a person. It can be a scary thing to put yourself under the microscope, so to speak. And there's this fear of what you might find. So times of self-reflection and internal questioning and observation is important. And when we are confronted with a view that we hold that we are not sure we still hold to this day as an adult, we have to be willing to shift it and change it. And this can be hard work because it is a strong foundation that might have been planted from day one. It can take some serious work to break away those foundations. Oftentimes we have to deconstruct to reconstruct. We have to break solid ground and stir up the soil to encourage healthy growth. Who are you? What do you really believe in?